Chapter 29. The Question of Cats and Dogs. I have a question. I understand bodily integrity, but what about the need to spay and neuter cats and dogs? Isn't that necessary and humane? That is an excellent question. And may I have an excellent answer? Of course. With cats and dogs, you have a somewhat unique situation of them being so fully domesticated that they need to live with us, and actually want to. And the fact that their numbers are so great that we must control their population, so we don't end up with millions of starving unwanted cats and dogs, and millions more being euthanized in shelters because there are just so many of them. But the way we do this needs to be carefully considered, because again, we are violating the animal's rights to bodily integrity and autonomy in order to achieve a greater good. But I don't understand. Are you saying we shouldn't spay and neuter? No, I am not saying that. What I am saying is that we should be aware and concerned about the way we do it, and always be looking for new and less harmful, more compassionate ways. For instance, currently, for male cats and dogs, we castrate them, and for female ones we surgically remove their ovaries and uterus. We cut away their vital functioning organs. Remember, by doing this, we are depriving the animals of their rights to engage in normal behavior, in this case the ability to mate, or at least the integrity of their reproductive organs. Okay, now I feel bad about it. That's not my goal. I just want humanity to be aware of the way it's being done, and to constantly be looking for more compassionate, less destructive ways to sterilize cats and dogs, to cause the least amount of harm to the animal's body. For example, there are currently some chemical sterilization options, but they are not the answer yet, as they have many limitations. Simple, permanent chemical sterilization of dogs and cats should be the goal. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. I have another question about dogs. Ask. I've heard that some people punish their dogs for peeing or pooping in the house. It seems so cruel. That's a type of violence, correct? Absolutely. This has to do with lack of empathy caused by living in such a violent world, where violence is routine and often done with impunity. The dogs don't know what they've done. Correct. All the dogs know is that they weren't trained on where to go, and/or they don't get let outside often enough. So they do the only thing they can, they go where they are. And most stupidly and cruelly, sometimes people hit them or push the dog's head into where they had the accident. Oh no, it's sickening, and by all accounts of animal experts, totally ineffective and cruel. People don't spend enough time thoughtfully and compassionately training their dogs. They don't realize that a human baby may take months and months of potty training, but by comparison, if done correctly and consistently and regularly and compassionately, a dog learns in just weeks at the most.